Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah man, alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about the top 10 land vehicles that you need to own in GTA Online in the year 2019, and we'll be talking about why you need to have them. Now, you don't have to have them all at once, of course, but for whatever particular reason, for whatever your situation is, how you play, these vehicles you want to have in your inventory. And they're in no particular order. So let's get started off with the first one. The Vagner, coming in at $1,535,000. Now you're asking, Ty, why would I need the Vagner? Well, that's a good question. The Vagner is a super class vehicle, and it is widely accepted to be the best super class vehicle for racing. So if you want to participate and race in GTA Online, the superclass category is going to be the most popular, and the Vagner is going to be your best choice overall. In addition, it's going to be one of the best bang for bucks in terms of performance and price. At $1.5 million, it's going to be the top 3 in almost every category for every race. So you will be very, very competitive, and you don't have to drop 2 or 2.5 million on some of the other superclass cars that just can't keep up with the Vagner in the majority of all the tracks. Whether it's street racing, whether it's stunt races, the Vagner is going to keep you competitive and allow you to enjoy double money events and just overall the racing experience in GTA Online. Keeping true to this, the Pariah at $1,420,000. That's right. Happy 420, everybody. Anyways, though, the Pariah is not only the best sports class category vehicle, this car is also the fastest in a straight line of all vehicles that are not boosted with rocket power. The Pariah is absolutely a must-have vehicle if you are into racing. The sports class is probably the second most popular overall. For racing classes, you're going to have a lot of sports class races, and if you do not have this vehicle, you will be at a disadvantage. And again, it is a very fun car to drive. It's extremely smooth. It's even cheaper than the Vagner, and it's even faster. It's got great handling, great grip, good acceleration, just a good car overall to get around the city. And again, for people who are into racing, this is going to be a top vehicle to have. It's going to be a must-have. You have to have it. Now, it does not offer any kind of bullet resistance or RPG protection, explosive protection, just like the Vagner before it. There's really no, armor capabilities with this vehicle. It's just a good vehicle to get around. And again, if you are going to be looking at this from a making money aspect, the Pariah is one of the top vehicles that you must own if you're going to be in the racing theater and in that environment. All right, it's affordable, it's a quality vehicle, very fun to drive and handle. It's definitely worth it. Now, going on a little bit more here, the Duke of Death at $665,000. Now we're getting into the more capable vehicles in regard to protection and armor. The Duke of Death is actually a very good vehicle, and if you are a returning player, so if you have had GTA on PS3 or Xbox 360 and you transferred your character over to PS4 or Xbox One, the Duke of Death should be available to you for free. Yes, free. You get one of the top vehicles in the game, not only for speed, for performance, but in terms of capability with armor protection, for free. Now, the Duke of Death with small arms protection is okay. It's decent. It'll give you decent protection against NPCs and decent protection against other players. What is very nice about this vehicle is that it does give you one explosive round before it will be destroyed. So you have decent armor in terms of RPGs or sticky bombs and things like that. You get that one, slip up, that one chance, and then you got to keep on going. So it's a very good vehicle to have, especially good for starting out players and to help you make some money in the long run. Continuing with this trend is going to be the armored Karuma. At $525,000, the armored Karuma is not only one of the top 10 land vehicles that you have to have, it's one of the top vehicles that you have to have in this game, period. The reason being is that the armored Karuma is a very quick sports class car, has very good off-road capabilities, but this car is almost impenetrable in regard to small arms fire. NPCs barely are able to shoot you while you're inside this vehicle. So this is a fan favorite for doing contact missions and for heists. Now, the only bad thing is that you do not get any explosive protection. If someone were to launch a RPG at you or a sticky bomb, you're not going to survive that. But it, like I said, it is the best vehicle in the game against small arms fire. Whether it's NPCs, which can barely hit you, or if it's against other players, which can kill you, yes, but it is much more of a struggle. It's a very quick car. You'll be able to just drive on by and get away from it as long as you don't get hit by any kind of RPGs or explosive rounds. But it absolutely, at that price point, is a must-have vehicle. Again, it's one of the only vehicles that I use in regard to doing heists and for contact missions. You can just sit inside the vehicle and shoot your AP pistol or your machine pistol from inside and dispatch any kind of NPC that's in your way, and you'll go to success with this vehicle. Very good. Sticking with this formula, the Shafter V12 coming in at $325,000. Now you're probably like, what is this vehicle? This is actually a very underrated car. The Shafter V12 Armored is kind of like a mix of the Duke of Death and the Armored Karuma. The glass on the car, the windows, are bullet resistant. It takes several rounds before they will penetrate and break through the glass. And you get 1 round of explosive protection. So if a RPG or a sticky bomb goes off on the vehicle, it will give you some protection with that. So, very good vehicle to have. It's a 4-seater like the Armored Karuma. And it is one of the fastest 4-doors in a straight line. It's not the fastest, but it's up there. So you have good handling, you've got good acceleration, and you have good top speed. So this vehicle, again, underrated, but it's a very, very useful vehicle. Good price point, and it will transport you and 4 friends and give you cover. The Night Shark is next at $1,245,000. The Night Shark, again, another underrated vehicle. It's a 4-door SUV, all-wheel drive. The Night Shark gives you a tremendous amount of armored protection. It's very fast. It's faster than both of the different types of insurgents that are in the game. And you can take more than 20 explosive rounds from a Mark II, which, as we all know, is going to be the favorite weapon to use by griefers and tryhards in the game. Now, you do not get the best small arms protection, whether it's against players or NPCs, but you sacrifice that in favor for a quicker handling vehicle, a faster vehicle, and you get a tremendous amount of armored protection. You could even take a strafe run from a Hydra and still be able to make it out all right. If a Hydra swoops down as a strafe run on you, you'll be okay. The Insurgent pickup at $1,350,000. Now, the Insurgent pickup is a really cool vehicle because you can either use the Pegasus version, and you can even store this and keep it as a user vehicle if you have an MOC or an Avenger. It is an additional fee, but then you can add performance upgrades to the Insurgent pickup, making it faster than the Pegasus version. Not as fast as the Night Shark, but it's very similar in the Night Shark in regard to its armored protection. You don't have very good small arms protection, but you have tremendous amount of explosive protection. And if you have friends with you, obviously one of them can mount the 50 cal turret. Very good vehicle to use in regard to, if you have friends. A lot of these vehicles I, recommend because of their solo using them as a solo vehicle, and the Insurgent is definitely capable of that. But if you have a chance to, tag or have some friends tag along with you, you do have some offensive capability as well, which none of the other vehicles in this list so far have showed you, but we'll get to some more of those in just a minute. So, great defensive protection in regard to armored capability against explosives, not so good against small arms fire. But you can shoot out of the vehicle with your small arms, and you can have the 50 cal turret mounted, and you can make this a personal vehicle if you have an MOC or an Avenger. All right. Next up, a new breed of vehicle in the game, the Arena War ZR380. This car is very unique. It's extremely expensive, as you just saw, coming in at over $2,100,000, but you do get a lot of bang for buck with the ZR380 and a lot of the other Arena War vehicles as well. The ZR380 fully maxed out is going to set you back close to $5 million. All right, It's a lot of money in terms of having, the actual DLC, the garage to upgrade it, things like that, all the boosts and speed, upgrades. But once again, you get some bang for buck. You get a speed boost. You get a jump boost. The car can drop landmines. You have 2 very effective 50 cal machine guns on there. You get small arms protection, and you get 1 RPG explosive protection with its defensive armament. So you have offensive and very decent defensive capabilities with this vehicle. With the boost, the ZR380 is going to be the 3rd fastest land vehicle in the game. The only faster vehicles are going to be, I believe, the Vigilante and then one of the other vehicles that we have in this video. So, it's faster than the Pariah, has a ton of offensive and defensive capabilities, just a fun vehicle overall. Next up is going to be the Terabyte. Yes, the Terabyte, people forget, is a land vehicle. And there are a few benefits to the Terabyte besides the awesome money-making capabilities in regard to client jobs that you can have with the Terabyte. Now, again, the Terabyte is an expensive vehicle. You're at upwards of $4 million fully upgraded. But yes, it is worth it. You'll make your money back on that in no time. People forget, though, the Terabyte is the strongest land vehicle in regard to defensive explosive capability. The Terabyte can take well over 20 explosive RPGs and keep on running. It is a beast in regard to defensive capabilities. Plus, if you have the cops on you, you can go get inside your Terabyte, walk back out, no more cops. On the inside, you have the client job panel where you can launch missions. You have offensive capability. You have a Mark II weapon shop. You have the clothing options. And of course, you're able to store the infamous Mark II and mod it with the Mark II workshop. It's well worth the money, people. The Terabyte is an absolute must-have land vehicle and overall vehicle in GTA Online. Offensive capabilities, you have missile turrets, and you also have a drone feature which you need to have to unlock all of the client job missions to maximize your monetary gains. Now, the drone is a little difficult to control, not too hard once you get the hang of it. It has a decent range. You can't go too far away, but it's about a block, I would say, maybe 2 blocks. You can stun people and you can self-detonate and use the drone as basically a flying C4. As you see right here, you can tase a unsuspecting player or NPC and then blow yourself up next to them and get you a cheap kill. So that's whatever you want to do with that. On to the Gargoyle. The Gargoyle is $120,000, then you upgrade it with $1,269,000 in your arena workshop. And what do you get? You get a devastating motorcycle, which with the boost is the fastest land vehicle in the game. It's insanely quick, almost too fast. With this death bike, you have blades that can slash people, tires on vehicles, machine guns or laser cannons. You get speed boost and you get the jump boost. It's just a really fun motorcycle. And if you are a solo player and you are good with motorcycles and you want to get from point A to point B extremely fast, the death bike is the fastest land vehicle in the game. It's insane. Remember though, with the fastest land vehicle plus being a motorcycle, you go fast, you'll crash fast as well. So be very careful with that. Just watch out with your boost and your jumps, what you're doing. But it's a very capable vehicle. You can definitely get a lot done with this as long as you're not, as you see right here, slamming into trees, other vehicles, light posts, bridge structures, and things like that. But again, it is a very good vehicle. And once you have other vehicles and some money saved up, you can get this. Now, all different types of the death bike have a rear armor guard, which I'm showing you right here. And yes, it is bulletproof. It will give you resistance to small arms fire. It does help out. And just a quick note, the only 2 versions of the death bike, the Apocalypse and Nightmare, those are the only 2, because of a wheel glitch with the stock tires, will max out your speed for the Death Bike. The Future Shock won't go as fast as the other two, but still, you can barely even notice the difference, all right? So I hope this video helped out. Definitely let me know if you guys got any questions in the comments down below. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram. Check out my merch at Redbubble, Spreadshirt, and Teespring.com. Subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. Stay dangerous. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.